Hey, good afternoon guys. Ron here, Precision Sails, doing a walk around of a really nice example of a San Juan 28 mainsail. This one is made from Challenge Sailcloth's warp drive, and that is our Tri-Radial Dacron. We've got one reef point in this one, and we have 4 partial battens. So this is a really good sail for all you guys out there doing some club racing or just kind of like to perform a little bit better. Reasonable price. It is made of Dacron, so you can flake it, you can furl it, you can do whatever you want to it, shove it in a bag, leave it on the boom, whatever you need to do, just like everyone else does with their Dacron sails. So let's take a quick walk around here, and we'll take into note a couple of the design features here. So we have, of course, this tri-radial design, so you can see the panels radiating out from the corners. And then as you kind of start to look up the sail, you'll notice that they become more and more vertical as we get up there, and we'll take a quick cruise up there and take a look. But down here in this is the clew corner. Notice we've got these radial patches here. So these are radial reinforcement patches, and the way we do our corners here is we put them over top of the block patches. So there's the block patch, then the radials come on top of that. So what that does, A, it adds extra strength, but B, it helps to move those forces across the sail and more evenly across the sail. And in the case of a tri-radial sail, you can see that those corners match up very, very well to the radial pattern of the sail itself. So that's going to help with stretching and carrying the load there. So now we'll just focus in quite quickly here on this clew corner. We've got a nice leather wrap on it, and this is a loose-footed sail. So we've got a clew slug that slides down the boom, where the old sail perhaps was a fixed-footed sail. And so we'll replace it with that slug. Here we have your leech line with a nice cleat there. Now let's take a quick walk over to the other corner, and we'll take a look at this tack. And again, with those radial corners, the block patches underneath. The tack, good size ring, and excellent reinforcements. I love the way the webbing is spread out, sewn on. Perfect. And there you got your foot cleat there for your foot line. And let's just walk up here and we'll take a look at this first reef point. And this is something that we're very proud of, is that our reefs we don't skimp on them at all. It's our opinion that, you're reefing for a reason, so these reef points should be reinforced so that it doesn't stretch out your sail at all. So notice the corners have radial corners, block patches underneath, good size ring. Let's break it down. And then we're very proud of the way that we do our reef points here across. So each grommet is reinforced, and then there's a whole belt that goes across the whole thing. And you can see it goes all the way across. So that's the way to do reef point, guys. If you're comparing us to anyone else and they're not doing the reefs that way, perhaps you should choose us if that's the way you'd want it done. Now, just walking up here, and I've got the sail kind of up to the ceiling here. So just a few things I wanted to focus in on. Let's take a look at these sliders here. So this is a plastic or nylon slider, and the way we web these on is to ensure that it doesn't get out of position. It's getting out of position that causes the damage or causes it to jam, which should potentially put you in a bad situation there. So that's the way we web it on to make sure that doesn't happen. Reinforced with the Dacron in behind it, and then we also have the vinyl. Hopefully that comes through in the video, and that stops any chafing that might happen at that point as well. So that's what sliders look like. And then let's get in behind the sail here, get a little bit of light in behind it so that hopefully you can get a good idea of what the quality of this weave is and the quality of the fabric. I'll show you how close I am to that. So you can kind of get a better idea of what she looks like. Now in these battens here, what we've chosen to do for this gentleman, these are tie-in battens. And what we're going to do here with this, we've got this strap here is going to follow the batten underneath this piece of webbing. You're going to follow it, and then you're going to use the string here and tie between the two grommets. and that allows you to put good tension on it. So it's going to tighten by pulling these two grommets together with the batten and the end there, and that's going to put some tension in it. So that's, since we're here, that's what that looks like. And now let's take a look at the reinforcements that we use here in around the pocket. So nice bit of reinforcing underneath that batten pocket at the opening. And then notice the batten pocket itself is a separate item that's sewn onto the sail. So it's got a bottom and a top. So the batten never slides against the sail itself. It's always within its own pocket. So it's not just something that's sewn on top of your sail. And then at the end here, we've got this really nice patch, diamond shape or square shape at the end here, and that's underneath that pocket as well. So that gives it a little extra protection at that point, because as we know, that can be a problem point right there. So that's the way we do our tie-in battens. It works extremely well. Here's a good shot down the sail. You can see those vertical panels going to those starburst pattern coming out of the clew and the tack. So there you go, guys. That's a San Juan 28 mainsail made with Challenge warp drive or Challenge Sailcloth's warp drive Tri-Radial Dacron. Absolutely stunning material. Guys, if you're club racing or you just don't like being passed, this is an excellent opportunity to get better performing sail at a reasonable price. If you're interested, click the link below and we can get you a quote.